Hi everyone, my name is Swati, and right now I'm going to tell you about the tarot card reading for the month of May 2023 for all the zodiac signs. And we will start with Aries. Aries, your first card is Seven of Cups. And this card indicates that this month is like traffic jam for you. Lot of energy, lot of opportunities will happen for you, and lot of things will happen. There will be lot of chaotic situations. Sometimes when we see kind of too much happening at the same time. However, you have to be a little bit careful because in the first half of the month, there can be some communication issues, there can be some travel related issues, or there can be some issues related to knowledge. There are chances that some email might backfire. There's chances that maybe your check will bounce, or maybe you will do some miscommunication with someone, or maybe you are trying to do something, some document work, which is related to documents, and something will go wrong and you will not be able to do the right thing. Maybe you will type something wrong and send it to some another person. Maybe in WhatsApp you will type a message for someone and give it to someone else. So you have to be very, very careful for things related to your communication. If you have any important decisions, try to take it in the second half of the month and try to avoid the first half of the month. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Pentacles card. It indicates that money will be an important factor for this month, especially your money, your finances, your security. You will be concerned about your money as well as other people's money, as in issues like your partnership. You will deal with partnership related issues, and you might get some special talent. Like you will suddenly discover some special talent which you have, and you can use it to gain financially. At the same time, you can get a sudden gift from someone, maybe sudden promotion or bonus, or some sudden money will come to you in this month. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Ten of Cups. This card indicates that this month you will be taking care of your family, your home, your environment. I mean, you might suddenly decide to beautify your home, like decoration, renovation, or something like that. And as I said earlier, that you will re-evaluate your finances. You will think about money a lot. You will think about how should I spend money, what is the right way to spend money, how can I deal things. You'll also think about the things you deal with, like you will think that how can I deal them in a better manner. You might get some new projects, new agreements this month. And if you are thinking of taking an important decision, try to take it in the second half of the month, because first half of the month is not very good for taking important major decisions, because as I said, it might backfire. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Death card for you. And this card indicates that this month you will clear up some old things in your life. There will be some sort of closure. It can be a breakup, it can be ending an old job, it can be quitting a toxic job and starting something fresh and new in your life. It can be ending some old friendships, old relationship. It can also be leaving a place and coming to a brand new place. But it will be a closure or end of something and starting of a new cycle for you. This is also the time when you will go for self exploration. You will think a lot about yourself, and you will go deep inside you, and you will also get a lot of answers. You will go through some sort of healing process. uh, you will get some wisdom, some guidance from a guru or a teacher or a mentor, and you will go through deep healing in this time. So it's a very awesome time for you. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Ace of Cups for you, which means that a new person might enter in your life. Maybe if you are single, you might find someone new, and that person might have a good sense of humor. Maybe he makes you laugh. But however, you have to be very careful, because these days people always wear a mask. I mean, they can pretend to be your best friend or your lover, but inside they have some secret manipulative plans for you. Maybe they are devils and demons and monsters inside, predators inside, uh, and they are planning to destroy you, exploit you mentally, physically, emotionally, psychologically. So you have to be very, very careful. So listen to your heart, your instinct, and don't take any fast decision. If you're enjoying a good time with someone, that's fine, but don't be very quick in taking any decisions. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Hermit card, and that card indicates that you will go through the Hermit energy. Like you might have periods of isolation, or you can have periods where you are learning a lot. You will have time when you will feel that happiness within you, and you will feel a joy within you, and you'll feel that you're gifted, you're talented, and you have something inside you. You have some special power. And also this month you will get an invitation from someone, like maybe somebody from your work field will give you an invitation, or you'll get an invitation from the friend of a friend, maybe to go to a party or a function or something. And in that party, in that function, in the social event, you might meet some new people. Moving on to the next sign, and we have the Taurus for you, and your first card is the Tower card, and that card indicates that you might feel kind of stuck in some situation, some sort of restriction mode, stagnation, maybe some sort of, you are stuck in relationship, you're not finding anyone, you're not finding any love, or maybe you are wanting to get married and you're not finding the right partner, and you're kind of stuck. This month your stuck situation will go become unstuck, as in you'll be in unstuck mode, you will come out of it. And as you know, the Tower card is a card which kind of shakes your ground, changes you from within, completely brings something different, new in your life. And you will find love this month, you'll find someone, and you might find somebody new, somebody very attractive, and you will enjoy the period. Or it can also be the situation that you have gone through a lot of emotional drama already, and you are so done with love that you've decided that no more, I mean, enough, I want to do something else. I want to focus on myself, on my career, on my family, on my health. So you might take a completely, a kind of a off period from dating, from the dating game, and you might decide that not anymore. I want to focus on maybe spirituality. So you might completely decide not to be not to be in relationship anymore. You can make a drastic strong step, to rebuild yourself. And I think it's just the right thing to do. If you feel like that, if you really feel that this is the moment when I should just focus on myself, when I should just focus on what I want, try to know yourself more by contemplating and being in touch with yourself, then it's a very great time to do it, my dear Taurians. Eventually, as you know yourself more, you will get better people in your life in future, but maybe this is the best time to take a break. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Eight of Cups. And as you know, that Eight of Cups, this card is a card of release, of leaving things, of detaching yourself from something. This card also talks about some sort of predatory energy was there in your life, which was taking your power away. And it can be anything, it can be a person, a human being, it can be a job, it can be an object, it can be a bad habit also, it can be just that you used to smoke a lot and it's taking away your energy, or it can be there is a nagging person in your life. It can be somebody close to you, your boyfriend, girlfriend, your mother, your husband, your wife, your sister, your brother. It can be any person, your friend, your best friend can be so mean and nagging, can be so controlling, so narcissist, that person was taking away all your energy, and you were kind of stuck, addicted to that person so much that you were unable to escape from it. Sometimes we are addicted to our attacker, we are addicted to the person who is exploiting us. It's called Stockholm syndrome. So maybe you were in that kind of energy, but this month you will get the guts to get out of it with Eight of Cups coming up. I don't know whether you might have heard of this song. It's an English song, Set Me Free, Why Don't You? Just don't keep me hanging on. Get out of my life, why don't you? You just keep me hanging on. Set me free, why don't you? Set me free. It's a very famous song. You can Google it and check it out. It's there in the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and also there's a version of sung by Kim Wilde, and there's another version in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and this song is about why don't just set me free? I'm done with you and set me free. So that's the kind of situation you are, and you will set yourself free. You will be free from that predatory energy this month, and you will start a new journey. Moving on to the next card, and we have Page of Swords reverse, and this card indicates some sort of reverse energy. That is, that in this month some of your plans will fail. Maybe the plans which you made, you thought that this is going to happen, I will do this, that, and that will happen. That will not happen exactly how you thought, because as we all know that man proposes, God disposes. We think that this will happen, but that does not happen. So for that reason, you should be prepared, and you should have plan B, C, D, E, F. If your plan A fails, you should have plan B, plan C, plan D, and so on. Also, this month you might meet people from the past. There is sort of past energy coming up this month, and you will have a good time with them. There might be some projects which you didn't complete, and you will work on those projects again. You might have to repeat working on something. I mean, maybe you did something, you thought that it is over, but actually it's not over, and you have to do it again. Sort of repeat energy coming up this month. Moving on to the next sign, and we have Gemini. Gemini, your first card is Two of Cups, and this card indicates that this month, that is in the month of May 2023, you will get a second chance in love. Yes, maybe you had someone and you kind of messed it up and it couldn't happen. So you will get a fresh new chance in love and relationship. Or maybe you had a good relationship, but somehow you had some quarrel or a fight or argument and everything was wrong. But now that person will come back to you again, and you will get a second chance in love. And again, the same thing will happen in business and finance also this month. You will get a second chance in your business or your financial opportunities, and it will give you a kind of a fresh hope in that. This month you have to be very careful about your immune system. You have to take care of your immune system, and you have to give some attention, some concern to your health. You should try to eat the right food, live a balanced lifestyle, and have a lot of good sleep at night. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Five of Wands for you, which means that the month of May will be a very busy month for you. You'll be very active, you'll be doing a lot of things. There's a high chance that you might relocate to a new place. Maybe you will go for a travel or a trip. Maybe you'll be moving away. Maybe you're going for some sort of work related activity. Maybe you have been sent by your office to some other city or some other country or some other place for that particular assignment, and you will do it and come back to your place. Or maybe you're just going for a short trip. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Emperor reversed, and this card indicates that you are in a situation where you have a boss. You have a bad boss who is dominating over you. Maybe that person is insulting you or asking you to do unnecessary things, or not giving you credit for your work, and you are kind of pissed off, but you have no choice. You are kind of in a stuck situation where you are being dominated by a powerful person since a long time, and now it is kind of built up a lot. So let's see what will happen to you. We move on to the next card, and it is the Queen of Swords. That's a great card, especially for this situation which I just mentioned just now. Having a bad boss. Queen of Swords gives you all the power. Queen has a sword in her hand. She has the power to cut out the unnecessary things, which means that you will have stability over the situation, and you were feeling a loss of control over a situation, and that's why you will cut off some people, those people who have no boundaries. It can be a bad boss, a work related office employee, or it can also be somebody with whom you were in a relationship and they had no boundaries. Maybe you were very serious about them, but they were not serious about you. So you will cut them off from your life, and you will move on to a better situation. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Star card for you. The Star card indicates renewed hope in your life. You might get a new job or a new position. Yes, after a bad work situation, you'll get a new job, and someone will be at your side in your work field, in career, in money. Somebody will help you to kind of, get some sort of support in your office. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Hermit card, and this card indicates that you will spend some time in silence and quietness with yourself, where you will contemplate about the major decisions which you have to take in the upcoming time, in the upcoming months of this year, and you will spend some time with yourself, which is a very good thing, because the more you spend time with yourself, the more you will know about yourself. However, this time you should be very careful, because there can be some communication related issues. Maybe some of your electronic devices might get lost, or maybe they might get damaged. You might have to repair them, or there can be some issue related to your email communication. Maybe somebody will send you a mail which is a very important mail. You will not be able to check it because it will go straight to the spam folder. You have to cross check your spam folder also, because you might miss out on some important communications. Moving on to the next sign, we have the Cancer sign for you, and your first card is the Moon card. Well, this card indicates that, this month you will be able to change your directions. As in, you will change your group of friends, you will be able to change your lover, your partner, or you'll be able to change your job, your life, or whatever. You will switch things because you might have felt that they are not working for you in the correct manner. Maybe you had a group of toxic friends who were completely sucking your energy, and you'll decide to leave that group and have a fresh new group, or just be alone, or do something else. And it will be a very reflective month for you, because this Moon card indicates your sign, and you will think very deeply. And I feel like it's as if when you were very young, when you were a child, you just wanted to grow up very quickly, because you felt that life is like an unopened box and you have to embrace life. You have to see all the colors. Maybe you felt like life is like this big ocean, and you have to dive in the ocean, and you have to explore all the plants and animals and the lichens and the algae and the fish and the dolphin, everything present in that huge ocean. You just wanted to get your hands dirty exploring the life around you. You wanted to find every drop of life all around you. And in that thought process, you kind of wanted to experience everything which is there around you in this world. So you might have overindulged yourself a lot. Like maybe you had some substances, or maybe you danced, you partied, you made many friends. Sometimes you experimented with making friends with even the wrong people. Sometimes we are so much, we are naive, and we just want to explore so much that we make friends with the wrong people, and you just lived life like there is no tomorrow. You overindulged yourself recently, and now you are realizing the flip side of the coin. I feel that maybe you grew up at a very young age, as in that when you were really young at that time, there was huge expectation on you. Maybe you were the ideal student, maybe you're the ideal son or the ideal daughter. And everybody thought that you are the best person, and they had huge expectation on you. So that made you responsible, because you wanted to make everyone happy. You wanted to be good in their eyes. You never thought about what you are thinking. But after a long period of time, when you did this thing, you played that role for a long period of time. Now you are in a different phase. Now you are in a phase where you want to kind of indulge yourself. You just want to cut loose. You want to just be irresponsible. You just want to be carefree. You want to be a rebel. You are like, you saw many rebels when you were young, and you never dared to do that. You never dared to sing or dance, because you thought that it might make you look like a vagabond or something like that. So now this month you have this energy of wanting to cut loose. And perhaps I feel that it was important for you to experiment a lot in life and make mistakes also, because now you are in a situation where you feel that, yes, I have been there, done that, experienced that, I've already gone through that. I know what it is like to do that thing. If somebody comes to you and brags you that, I went and had a party, I was dancing all night, I didn't even sleep. So you say that, okay, I know that, I have already done that, but I also know that the next day you will be very weak, you will have health issues, and you will not be able to go to your office. You might be vomit. So you know that what's going to happen the next step also. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Emperor card. This card indicates that recently you have been attracted to younger people a lot. You might have spent a lot of time with people who are younger than you, and since you have a child inside you, you are very comfortable with younger people. You have no problem. You do not show any attitude when you're with people younger than you. But now suddenly, as I said, that you have gone through a lot of phase and you have matured a lot, so you are looking for mature energies. You are looking for people who have wisdom, who have maturity, who have a sense of discipline and responsibility, and with whom you can have some philosophical discussion. So you're looking for people who have mature energy, and you will find that kind of people also in this month. And otherwise, you'll be very creative. You will be in a very creative mode, and you'll know exactly who you are. And there's also this indication of a soulmate energy, and there's a chance of meeting a soulmate. We'll explore that more. For that, let's check out the next card, and the next card is the Magician card. And this card indicates that this month you will decide to join a gym. You might also take a decision to go to a sports center. It can be any kind of sport which you love doing. It can be table tennis, it can be tennis, it can be badminton, it can be swimming, it can be athletics, it can be yoga, gymnastics, anything which you like. There's a high chance that this month you will decide to join it. And the reason for joining it will be to take your energy out, all your excess energy which is sometimes wasted. Sometimes we are just scrolling through the internet and we're not doing anything productive, so you will take out that energy in those areas, and it will overall, of course, will help improving your health also. And otherwise, some people who are not so much into sports, they will decide to go for a hobby, like they might go to an artistic center like painting or drawing or sketching or dancing or music, where they can flow out the excess energy inside them. It can be any kind of hobby which you love, and I think it's a very good time. May is a month where we can all go and explore our hobbies, and that will be the place where you will kind of feel challenged, where you will explore your talent, your energy, your passion, and you will try to perfect yourself every day. And there's a high chance that you might meet a person, a special person in that hobby center, and who knows, that person might be a soulmate. But as I always say, do not judge anyone so quickly. Wait a second, think, contemplate, give it some time, and slowly you will know that person. Don't jump into any relationship. It's just an initial energy, and there is a potential of it being a soulmate, but it may or may not be true. So you should wait and take your decision slowly. Moving on to the next sign, and we have Leo. What will be the month of May 2023? Let's go for a tarot card reading, and the first card is Five of Pentacles. This card indicates that this month, as you can see in this card, you will feel very much left out. You'll feel kind of unincluded in some situation, like some sort of people are snubbing you or ignoring you, or you will feel like you have a lack of something, like you wanted something desperately, you wanted that thing, but it was not given to you. You'll feel kind of powerless in a situation in the first 10 days of the month of May. And you might lose some money, or it can be related to anything. It can be related to money, job, relationship, health, finance, or maybe you have recently joined a new job, and everything is different in that new job situation, and maybe there are groups in that office and you are being made to feel left out. Nobody is talking to you, people are snubbing you. It can happen in a college also. It can happen in a new colony. You are recently shifted and you're feeling kind of left out. But don't worry, life changes, everything changes, and slowly you will understand the new situation. And as you know more about the place, the situation, and the more confident you are in the situation, the quicker you will come out. If you become very desperate and try to make friends and try to talk to people, people will observe your desperateness, and they will know that you're weak, you are needy, and they will hound on you like wolves, and they will kind of try to ravage you, kind of try to exploit you. So do not get desperate and needy. Even if you are left out, just stay calm, believe in God and believe in yourself. Everything will be fine once again. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Tower card. Oh my God, this is a kind of a revolutionary card. It's a card which completely upturns everything. It changes everything. As we know, the Tower card. Some people are really scared of the Tower card, but this card is also a card which can bring huge changes suddenly, but it is always for your betterment. Remember that whatever will happen for your best. So there can be some sort of separation in relationship, in friendship, or love. Suddenly something will be ruptured. It can be love, friendship, relationship, any kind of situation. You might feel secluded in some area. You thought of something, it will not happen accordingly, and something else will happen. Something unexpected might come out which you had not expected. Something was happening behind the scenes you're not aware of. Suddenly everything will come in light. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Three of Pentacles. Well, it's a great card for teaming up with people, for group efforts, for team efforts. You will co-create with people, you will mix with different kind of people, and you will collaborate with them for some project. Let's say you are a software engineer, so you might start working in a new project. Let's say you are an artist and you were working alone since a long time. Suddenly you will meet fellow artists and you will collaborate with them and you will start working with them. Let's say you are a YouTuber, and you were working alone since a long time, but now you will maybe work with another YouTuber, and both will co-promote each other, that kind of situation. So it's a good time for you. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Seven of Swords. This is a card of deception, trickery, and some sort of theft or betrayal card, which means that in this month you have to be very, very careful. You might be disappointed from a friend. Maybe a friend kept some secret from you, and suddenly you will get to know. We have already got the Tower card, and this is just matching with the Tower card. And also, you have to be very careful that you do not overpromise and underdeliver. As in, you should not say big things that I will do this, I will do that, and then at the moment where you're supposed to deliver and you realize that you don't have the resources or the time, you are too busy and you are unable to deliver it. So it brings a very bad reputation. Try to avoid this kind of thing. If you're not sure, then you just say that I don't know what will happen. I cannot confirm you right now. If it happens, I will tell you in future. Be very clear, be very straightforward. So otherwise, a very close friend of you can ask you some money. Suddenly, yes, I mean, somebody might ask you money. It can be a friend, a relative, or somebody close to you. And you might feel little bit, some sort of, like you don't know what to do in that situation. You will be like, you'll be very confused what to do, because the person is a friend and you cannot say no, but at the same time you feel that that person is a privileged person. The person has money. You might think that, oh, he has money or she has money, why the hell she is asking me? You might think in that way. So be very, very careful when you are taking that decision. And you can have some conversation related to your career. You might have a long conversation with someone, can be your father, your mother, or somebody who really cares for you. You can have a long talk, and I think those conversations are really great because it opens our mind. Sometimes we're unable to see what is beyond what you're doing. Like, let's say you're doing a 9 to 6 job, and you are so busy in that job that you do not see yourself beyond that. You don't really see your some hidden talent you have, or something you always wanted to do when you were a kid, or maybe you feel like, let's say you feel you can be an entrepreneur, but you are not taking that step because you're too afraid, too scared. Maybe suddenly you will have some conversation and it will open your mind. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Ten of Cups. This card indicates that you might you might decide suddenly to move maybe to a new house. Maybe you had a very emotionally draining situation with your parents, and you just wanted everything to end, so you are deciding to leave your home suddenly. You might also decide to sell your property, and you will get a lot of money out of it. and you will use it for your future. Some crisis situation in your home will end, and your public life, your public status will be at its peak, and you also will make a big announcement to the outside world. You will say something, can be something nice, something heartbreaking, I don't know, whatever it is. Nice, it can be maybe you'll suddenly announce your wedding plans, or maybe suddenly you'll announce that you are moving to a new city, or you are changing your career path, or some big announcement you will make to the outside world. Otherwise, you will take a decision to let go of something, maybe a situation which was not working in your favor. You might take a decision to change your career or move somewhere, but it will be something related to letting go of something, detachment kind of, that vibration is coming. But remember that whatever detachment you do, whenever you have some sort of detachment, it is always for your good. You should realize that a sacrifice is always made, a smaller sacrifice is always made for attaining something bigger in life, not the vice versa. Moving on to the next sign, and we have the Virgo sign, and the first card for you is the Devil card. Well, it's a devil coming for you, which means you will be in a toxic situation in your life where you feel like you want to get out from there. You are kind of stuck there, but you are unable to get out from that situation. You are just thinking about it all the time, that how can I come out from it? How can I get out? How can I move away from this? This is constantly, you are thinking about it all the time. And Virgos, they think a lot. They sometimes do a lot of overthinking. They think more, they analyze more. So that is how you will feel, and you might have some sort of obsession or infatuation, or you might be going through some dark period. You might be in some dark energy because it's a devil card. And but don't lose hope. It might be a tough situation for you, but eventually you'll come out of it. You remember that if you see the devil card, the people who are trapped in the devil card, they have the capacity to remove the chains which are just above, on them. They can remove the chains. They just have to loosen it a little bit, and it will come out from their head. So the way, you already know it deep down, that what is the way out from this dark zone. All you have to do is that you have to keep believing in yourself, and you have to keep doing the work you are doing right now. You have a project with you. Project means anything. Maybe you are in a job, maybe you are preparing for some examination, or maybe maybe you are starting a new business, you are doing a startup, or you are studying, you are in education, or maybe whatever you are doing, it doesn't matter. Whatever your project is, whatever is important to your life, just keep on doing your daily routine. Be very disciplined in your life and have faith in God. Eventually you'll come out from that situation. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Two of Pentacles, which means that this month your money or finances will be very important for you, and you will find some different sort of income, new sort of income, and you will try to improve your financial situation a lot. You might get some sudden gift or money from someone. You might even get some sort of inheritance property, or some extra money which you are not expecting will come from nowhere. But be very, very careful about your health. Health is a sector which you have to give great attention to this month. You might have some back problems, spinal cord related issues. There can be some accidents, surgeries, or something happening suddenly which you're not expecting. There can be some deaths around you also. So you have to be very careful. Be very, very careful about your health. Take care of your health this month. And you will delve deep into research. You will love to research a lot. Those people who are doing PhD, it's a great month for people who are doing PhD, or who are doing research, who want to go abroad, or who are already doing research. They will have a very quiet moment. They will not be disturbed. Nothing new will happen, so they will be very focused in what they're already doing. So keep doing what you're doing. There can be some stress factor in your life, like you might feel very stressful. And as I said, that Virgos overthink a lot. So you have to stop thinking so much. You have to relax at times. Sometimes you should just shut your laptop, shut your mobile phones, come out of your room, like wherever you're working or whatever you're doing. Let's say you are a housewife and you're cooking and you're taking care of your kids, and you're doing all these activities every day. The same routine is happening, like in a loop, like that movie, you might have seen that movie Groundhog Day, where the same thing is happening every day, and that sort of Virgo are in that routine. So you just have to shut everything off, come out of your room, take a nice walk in a park, or maybe you can go upstairs to your rooftop, or maybe you can just open your window and look outside to the trees, the plants, nature. It will calm you a lot. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. This reverse card indicates that this month you might have to kind of have some sort of communication problem. I mean, maybe you have to do the same activity twice. I mean, you did it once, you made some mistake, you realized it later, and now you have to redo it all once again. It's a very boring thing to do because Virgos, and the irony is that Virgos will do it because Virgos are perfectionist. So you will not accept it that you made a mistake and you will just let it go. You will do it again. You will redo it unless and until it's perfect. And the more you try, you might make more mistakes because the energy of this month is like that. There will be communication issues, hassles. Your boss might ask you to do the thing again, and some of your devices or gadgets might have some problems, some issues. You might have to shell out some extra money for that. So have a good amount of saving this month, but don't worry, it will be only for the first half of the month. Second half of the month will be a little bit better. So if you have some major decision to make, maybe you want to buy something, maybe you want to take a major decision, it's better to do it in the second half of the month. Moving on to the next card, and we have the King of Pentacles, and this card indicates that this month something might get finalized. I mean, something you wanted it to become stable. So it will become stable. It can be a work situation, it can be a relationship situation as well. You will feel very much connected to higher power. As I said, that this month you might feel very stuck, like you will feel like nothing is happening. So whenever we are in that sad state where nothing is happening, then we feel that okay, nothing is happening, but I know that the divine is with me, God is with me. This is one thing which is permanent. Maybe I might face tragedies in life. Maybe I might face losses, job loss. I'm not getting promoted. Maybe I'm not getting married. Maybe everything is wrong with my life. But I know still God is with me. My parents are with me. There is something stable in life which will never go. It will always be there. So you will feel very much connected with the divine. It's a very good time for spirituality to go deep within you. Otherwise, there is some unfinished business with someone, some issues still hanging. You thought that it ended and that will be finished. I mean, like earlier you thought that everything is over, but now suddenly you'll realize that it was not over. Something was hanging, something was unfinished. You and I have unfinished business kind of situation. Maybe, for example, you had a friend and an old friend. You thought that everything is over, but there is something you said to that person and that person still remembers, and maybe he or she felt bad, hurt. Maybe they will come back, to ask about it, that listen, that day on that month you said that thing and I felt bad. So you will apologize and you will make everything okay. The ending will be very nice and will be very peaceful, and it's really good when we kind of finish up whatever was left, the loose ends. If you finish up, it's a very great thing for us because we can also have some sort of peace in our mind. Because otherwise what happens is that some people, they leave our life, I mean it's long back, but we still keep on thinking inside our head that oh, that happened, this happened, he or she was a bad person, I did that, he did that, she did that, look what was the implication, look how much pain I got. We think so much. So it's best to forgive, that person, and to forget, at least forget, stop trying to, bring that topic again and again. You should focus on your present. You should live in the moment. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Lover's card. That's a great card for your love life. I mean, your love life might be inactive for a long time. Suddenly, it might get activated, and at the same time, you might have to make a decision. There might be a choice which you have to make. Maybe you are in a crossroad kind of situation, and you have to choose between two ways. It can be you might have to choose between two people, or you might have to choose between love and career. Some choice you might have to make this month. And there can also be a third party situation, which is of course not always very pleasurable. I mean, maybe a third person is also involved in the relationship. Some people might start dating their friend. I mean, maybe a familiar person whom you knew since a long time. You might start having a romantic feeling for that person this month. And some of you might plan a child, like some of you might get pregnant this month, might think of having a baby this month. There might be some conception in your head that I should do that very soon. Otherwise, there will be some questions in your mind where you will ask yourself why you did that, why you did this in that situation, and you should have done that, you should not have done that. As I said, Virgos, my dear Virgos, these are too much. You're asking and thinking too much. Just relax. Take a long breath, take some fresh air. Everything will be nice. Everything will be great in your life. Moving on to the next sign, and we have Libra for you. So how will be the month of May 2023? Let's do the tarot card reading, and the first card is Two of Cups. So this card indicates that this month starts with romance. As such, Librans are always romantic at their heart, and they love romance. So they're going to enjoy this period a lot. Those of you who were single for a long period of time, they might get into a new relationship. And some of you who were in a bad phase of their relationship might have a reconciliation situation where they will go back to their loved one. Maybe they had a temporary breakup or something, and things will be resolved and everything will be peaceful once again. This is the time when you can meet your potential life partner. Maybe your parents were searching for, somebody for you to get married with. Maybe they were looking for matrimonial sites or something. Maybe you were hunting for a groom or a bride for a long period of time. And maybe this time you will find someone who can be a potential marriage material. And there is also a chance that you might find someone who will go out of the way to be in a relationship with you, or somebody who will make a lot of efforts, will give a lot of energy to be with you, for a lifetime. So it's a great period for love, romance, marriage, and relationships. Otherwise, there will be exchange of gifts. I mean, Librans, they love gifts. Somebody might give you a nice gift, or you will also return the favor by giving them a return gift. Librans, as such, love giving return gifts. And otherwise, this time there's chance that you might sign a contract. Maybe it can be related to your work, it can be related to something like property matters, or maybe some deal you wanted to do since a long time. So you might sign some contract this time. Be very careful to read all the rules, all the regulations, all the policies which are written in that contract. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Chariot card for you. This card indicates that this is a great period of positivity, and you will travel at this time. It can be short distance, it can be long distance travel. But you will travel and you will move forward in your life. It can be just a real travel, it can also be a symbolic travel. And symbolic travel means where you are moving forward in life, where you're not caring about the challenges. Like maybe you had a project, you are doing some big project, and there are a lot of challenges, and maybe you thought that how I'm going to do this. How is it even possible? I don't have the resources, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I don't have the people. How I'm going to do it? You might have thought about it since a long time, but now something will happen mysteriously, magically, by which all your challenges will be resolved, and you will find a way to resolve these problems. And you will feel quite free, and you will move forward in life. So it's a great period for you. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Five of Cups. This card indicates that there can be some sort of loss in your life, even if it may not be a very big amount of loss, but it's kind of sort of a small loss. Maybe you will lose some object, maybe something will break down in your house, maybe you will lose an important stuff. You will regret, you will think about it, you might feel some sort of suffering, or maybe you are thinking about a past suffering in your life and you are feeling that sense of loss internally inside your mind. But I'll advise you that you should move ahead in life. There are many beautiful things which are happening right now, and we should focus on what we have right now in the present moment. At the same time, there are some sort of negative energy around you. There can be some energy of jealousy or negativity around you, but eventually those things will neutralize and you will move forward in your life. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Page of Wands, and this card indicates that there's the energy of a young male person who will come forward to help you. That young male person can be your friend, somebody whom you knew since a long time, can be a long time friend, can be your sibling, your brother, can be somebody from your office, your colleague, or maybe somebody you knew since a long time from somewhere will suddenly come forward to help you and will be a very loving and adorable energy, very kind energy, who's going to give you some sort of support in whatever you're doing. At the same time, this is a period when you'll get some good news. A sudden good news will come to you and you'll be very excited. And otherwise, you will get knowledge, you will get wisdom at this time, and you will get some financial help, and there's a potential job offer as well. And then this month, you will also be very super busy with communication. Yes, you will be communicating a lot this month. You will be very super busy in kind of texting and mailing, in writing, talking, answering phone calls, calling people. You'll be very busy in your communication. Moving on to the next sign, and we have the Scorpions for you. So my dear Scorpions, your first card is the Lover's card. This card indicates that this month you will move forward in your relationship. Let's say you were in friendship. Friendship will turn into maybe a romantic situation. Maybe you were in a relationship but you were not sure whether you should go forward or not. But now it will move on towards an advanced phase. Especially, there will be a deep soul bonding with someone. Maybe there will be a solid commitment. It can also indicate strong friendship situation where you find someone like a soulmate friend. Sometimes our friends can be like a soul sister or soul brother kind of bonding. Sometimes a co-worker or a colleague can be a soul sister or soul brother also. We can find them anywhere. It can be, they can be of any age group, it doesn't matter, but you'll have a solid commitment with someone. It can be friendship, love, marriage, or it can be, as I said, soul bonding, and it can result in both of you having a matching tattoo, or like two friends having matching tattoo to cement their bond of friendship and love forever. But we all know that Scorpions are very, very private people. They are very sensitive, they are very emotional, they are very deep. So they do not trust anyone easily, and they take a long time to trust someone. And once they trust someone, they love them deeply, they care for them deeply. And if you have, it is said that if you have earned a Scorpion's trust, then you are really loyal. They seek loyalty in relationship. So yeah, so it's I think it's a good phase because Scorpions have been going through a lot of trouble in their life, and they were kind of isolated since a long time. So this is a good phase for you, that you have come out of being very cynical of everyone to opening your heart for someone. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Temperance card. This card indicates that you will go through a period of healing this time, and something which was painful inside you. Maybe you were hurt by someone, maybe you were in a bad toxic relationship situation, a toxic job situation. Maybe you had a bad boss, maybe you had a bad colleague, somebody who bitched against you, maybe you went through a health issue since a long time. You will go through a deep period of healing. Maybe there was a disease or a health issue which was there since a long time. You will find a solution for that. You will find the right doctor for it, or maybe you will find a different kind of solution, maybe ayurvedic solution for it. Something you will find out which will give you a kind of healing. So you will have physical healing, mental healing, psychological healing, emotional healing. That's one of the most important thing, by the way. And as I was saying, that for a scorpion, love is very pure. Especially scorpions love their family a lot, and especially their blood family. So for a scorpion, love for your blood family is very pure, and they're extremely protective about their mother, their father, their siblings. Even if they are fighting with their siblings, but if somebody does something wrong with a brother or sister in the outside world, they will beat the pulp out of you. They will fight like a hungry lion or a lioness to protect their younger or old elder siblings, anyone. So because they are very sensitive in these matters, so I'm saying that because in this time, after you go through this period of healing, so after the healing period, you will enter into a new tribe, a new soul tribe or a community which is going to accept you, where you will feel accepted, because scorpions always feel like they're an outcast and people don't understand them, so they need their kind of people. Like, let's say a scorpion is very spiritual, so they will enjoy the company of spiritual people only. So in the common world, they will not understand, people will not understand what are their thoughts and everything. Suppose a scorpion is a scientist, so, and scorpions normally choose these kind of weird professions or like out of the world professions which allow them isolation and deep research. Let's say scorpion is a scientist, so they will love physicists, scientists, or people who are doing astro research about planets and all these things which normally people don't do in daily life. So that community, let's say the community of scientists, is a soul tribe for a scorpion. So you will meet your soul tribe, and after a long period of time, and maybe the kind of isolation phase will end for you this month. So moving on to the next card, and we have the Five of Pentacles. And as I was saying, your isolation period will end. So you will get a new work opportunity. Universe will reward you with a new responsibility, a new work opportunity, something which you waited since a long period of time, and you'll get a major success, especially a career success. You will join a job or a work opportunity or a project or something which will stay for a long period of time. Maybe it will stay for the next 5 years. So be very careful in what you're choosing, because it is going to stay for a long period of time. And I'm sure that now you have healed so much, you know what are the things which you should reject and what are the things which you should keep. So knowledge is something which allows you to know what to do, but wisdom is that which allows you to know what not to do. Wisdom gives you the power to say no. The more no you say, the better your choice will be. So with this new work opportunity, you will be excited, as well as you will be a little bit scared. Maybe you'll be scared of your co-workers. You will think of the past, because as I said, in the past you were hurt a lot. So you will have a mixed reaction of excitement and fear at the same time. You'll get a lot of heavy responsibility, new responsibility will come to you. Especially after May 5th, this opportunity is coming. And otherwise, you had waited a long time and you were undecided whether I should stay or whether I should go to this place, whether I should take this route or that route. It can be whether I should leave my city or not. You had this question inside your head since a long time, and everything will get clarified this month. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Sun card for you. This card brings you happiness, and you will have some connections. And sometimes scorpions love connections, especially the meaningful connections. But connections are something which makes you happy. But it's like happiness is very much, I can say, happiness can be dangerous at times, because you will have that energy where one day you are happy and the next day you are sad. because today you are happy because you got that thing. If you put your happiness in materialistic things, let's say you feel that if I get a mobile phone, a brand new mobile phone, I'll be happy. So if you lose the mobile phone, obviously you will be sad. So if we keep our happiness on materialistic things, so whenever we lose them, if we lose them, then you'll be sad. So if something can be taken away from you and that makes you sad, is very dangerous. So we should try to kind of not be addictive of happiness. We have to be in that neutral stage. So Scorpion, the message for you is to be neutral. Of course, it's a kind of a high philosophy, like a Zen philosophy, a nihilistic philosophy, where you have to go beyond happiness and sadness. Remain neutral, because if you remain neutral, you will not care if something comes or goes. You will be in that normal stage. And in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna told Arjuna is that you have to be sthita pragya, like you have to be you should be unaffected in both the energies. And otherwise, Sun card also indicates that you can start a potential family. Maybe you will get married and you will think of having a family, nice home, kids, and all that. And those who are married, there's a high chance that they can get pregnant, they can have a child or plan to have a child. So, a lot of positive energy coming up, a lot of positive karma is coming back to you. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Six of Cups. So this card indicates that there is a little bit of self-sabotage energy where there can be something good coming, something good will come to you and you will destroy that good thing, thinking that what if it is not good for me, what if it is negative for me, or maybe there is some part of you, inner part of you, which does not want you to be happy, and it will sabotage that good thing coming towards you, thinking negative way. So try to remain positive, try to be in that healing energy. Try to resolve the pain inside your heart, and try to be open and flexible. And of course, those who have already healed themselves, their self sabotage energy will be less and they will be positive, they will remain positive. Somebody who had wronged you in the past, that person, you are remembering them a lot. Maybe there can be a situation where they come back in your life, and it's up to you how you deal with them. Also, there is the energy of you will go back to some missed opportunity. Some opportunity came, you missed it, and destiny will bring that opportunity once again. It can be a career opportunity. It can also be a family situation, like maybe you had a good relationship, you destroyed the relationship because of your mistakes, but maybe you'll get into a brand new relationship again, or you'll get a second chance, like a second marriage after divorce or something like that. And since universe has really taught you harsh lessons and hard difficult situations it has given you, so you will perform in a better manner this time. Moving on to the next card, and with the Empress card, and this card indicates that there will be a lot of work accomplishment, some new information coming up to you. You should keep quiet. You should be keeping quiet and working more. You'll be promoted. There'll be a rise in your salary. Job change can happen. You can do some investment. Maybe some investment for your children, or some expenses for your house can happen. And you will get some name and fame at the end of this month also. That's a great thing for you. But it is also giving you the energy that you have given up on something negative, some conflict situation, and you have decided, now you're weighing your options and you have decided to completely focus on yourself. You have become very loving and caring towards yourself, and you're taking care of simple things of your life. You are organizing yourself, you're cleaning your room. You're taking care of of your food habits. You're trying to improve your skills, and overall you're becoming a better human being. Moving on to the next sign, and we have Sagittarius for you. Sagittarius, your first card is Ten of Pentacles. Well, it's a great card for abundance, for growth, and for money. Your financial growth will be really high this month. At the same time, you might decide to sign a contract for your house, or maybe for something important like a property, or you might get a new job or something which will give you financial growth. This month you will plant some seeds in your life, in some certain important sectors of your life, which will give the fruit, or the tree will grow after a period of time, maybe you will get the result of what you're doing right now in the next year or the year after, but you will plant some important seeds this month. Otherwise, you will focus a lot on yourself this month. You will try to get something stable, something which will last forever, something which will give you a long term happiness, and something long term commitment will be a priority this month. However, you have to be a little bit careful because there might be something about yourself which you will lie to yourself, something, some sort of deceptive energy where you will hide something about yourself to yourself. Like there is some secret of you which you know and you are hiding it from yourself. Some sort of you are trying to run away from that. Maybe some lies you have told yourself. You have to uncover it and you have to get away with it. You have to make peace with your shadow side or your dark side. However, the first 10 days of the month, you will be very happy, very content with yourself. You'll spend good time with the family and you will feel quite complete with yourself. Moving on to the next card, and we have Ace of Pentacles, which means that this month will be lucky for you. You will be very light-hearted. You might get something suddenly out of the blue, something which you had not expected will come to you. Might be money, might be a gift, might be some surprise from a friend or a relative, and you will be very, in a very humorous attitude towards life. You will joke a lot, you will laugh a lot, you will make other people laugh. So it's a quite light-hearted month for you. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Four of Wands. It's a very good card for you, an extraordinary card for you. This month is looking really great, and there'll be a lot of stability in your life. And maybe some of you were going through some sort of trouble, can be financial, can be related to relationship, job, career, anything. You were kind of depressed since a long time, or maybe in the recent past, and you could not find any solution, but some sort of help will come from the higher power, the divine, we can say. A sudden help will come which will lift you out of that dark place and you will go to a better place, something which you're not expected. As I said, you will be very lucky this month. You might decide to like renovate your home, or maybe some function or party will happen in your house, maybe a marriage or a wedding. Either your wedding will happen or you will go to a wedding, some sort of celebration mood I can see here. Moving on to the next card, and we have Two of Swords. This card indicates that you might have to take a decision out of two choices. You will be presented with two choices and you have to choose one out of the two. And you will think a lot about it. You will be some sort of thinking deeply that what is the right decision for me. And what I can see is that you will do a lot of overthinking. It is not required to think that much, but you will think a lot. So I'll advise you to take enough amount of rest this month. And if you are unable to resolve an issue, if you're unable to decide, then you should not overthink and let the decision come to your head on its own slowly. I mean, give it some time and you will get to know what is the right thing to do. And otherwise, there will be a lot of stability and peace this month. It's a great month for you, Sagittarius. Moving on to the next sign, and we have Capricorn for you. Capricorn, your first card for the month of May 2023 is Queen of Swords. This card indicates that you will be very intellectual this month. You will be very curious this month. You will want to know many things. Your mind will be very sharp. At the same time, you will have a lot of doubts about everything. You will be very doubtful this month. You will not trust anyone so easily. Maybe it's happening because recently you had some incident had happened with you which made you feel cynical, feel doubtful about everything happening around you. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Eight of Cups. This card indicates that you are trying to move on from something. As I said, that recently something happened with you and you're trying to move on, or maybe you have already moved on. Maybe you left something completely. Maybe you left your city completely and you went away to a new city and you're starting over. Or maybe you left some people in your life, or maybe you closed your social media channel or something like that, and you are trying to move on, trying to start something fresh, new. And it is, of course, it takes a lot of guts and bravery to do that, to leave a situation which is not favorable for us. And I think you should continue doing that effort, making that effort in the right direction. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Hermit card for you. So you will focus a lot on yourself. As I said recently, you were not satisfied with something, something happened. You were not satisfied with something. Maybe you decided to marry someone and suddenly you felt that no, I have taken a wrong decision. This person is not the right person. So you will be in that energy of maybe you're not satisfied with the person you want to marry. You have already taken the decision, but now you feel that you might have made a wrong decision. Or maybe you already got married and now you're thinking that it was not worth it. Everything was not worth it. You will go through that feeling. It can be for a marriage situation. It can also be for a job. Like maybe you took a job with a lot of great difficulty and suddenly you're feeling that it was not worth it at all. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Death card for you. So something has ended, something has been blocked for you completely. You cannot go to that side, the other side of that door. And so since that thing has been blocked, it can be maybe somebody has blocked you in WhatsApp, or somebody has blocked you from contacting them or speaking to them. Or maybe it can be like a work situation where you have been blocked from a project or something. Nobody's talking to you or something has happened. And when this happens, when we are blocked by people or blocked by something, it can be anything. Then we feel a lot of regret for that, but eventually that is the symbol of Death card, but eventually we come over it. So the mourning period is over, and right now you are in a good state of mind in the month of May. You will focus a lot on present, and I will advise you that you must focus on your present, what you have got. Be grateful for what you have with you rather than thinking about what you don't have. This will happen especially in the first 10 days of the month. You will take your power back this month, and you will stop obsessing about the future. Capricorn is a sign which, the zodiac sign, which focuses a lot on the future. They try to make the future stable. They try to make everything perfect for the future. They work for the future. They think and live for the future. But this month, you have to stop obsessing about the future. And that is what will give you peace. Like if you focus on the present moment, future will take care of yourself. That is, if you focus on the present moment, future will take care of itself. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. That's a great card for you. Something will come up for you to make up for all your losses, and you will understand your destiny, your karma. What is your karma here in this planet Earth? Why you came here? What you are supposed to do? You will understand, or you will try to understand this thing, because sometimes we are so busy in our lives that we forget the deeper meaning, the deeper questions you will ask this month. And especially after you went through a complete ending or a breakup from something. As I said, something completely ended, something got blocked. So now you are trying to understand that, is it worth chasing something? Is it worth wandering and wasting your time for something which can even end anytime? You will try to understand that life is really fragile in this earth. Nothing is permanent. Everything is going away. So what can I hold on? Why I came here? And I think it's a good thing to think about these things. It will make your mind clear. It will give you more clarity, peace, and wisdom in life to take better decisions. Moving on to the next sign is the very, very mysterious, energetic sign, that is the sign of Aquarius. And we'll have the first card for the month of May 2023, and the card is the Star card. Yes, this card belongs to the Aquarius only, and this card is talking about renewal in your life. There'll be a lot of rejuvenation in your life. You will have a lot of energy this month. It will be very overwhelming for you. And there'll be a lot of ideas coming in your head. You will think of many things. And you might even have to write them down in a journal or a diary or somewhere. And you will be in an intellectual mode this period. Certain thing ended and a new thing started. There was an ending as well as a new beginning, and you might have been going through a long-term health issue. You overcame that, and now you are having a period of rejuvenation. Something was unresolved, issue was there, and now it has been resolved. Like maybe you have been fired from a job and now you have a lot of new opportunity for you. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Tower card. This card indicates that there'll be some sort of lightning bolt striking on you, which means that there'll be some drastic change happening. You will feel like you have a lot of burden on your back and you want to take it away. The old world is ending for you. I mean, maybe Aquarians, you felt like you have been stuck in the slave matrix system. That whole societal slave matrix system. If you have seen the movie Matrix, you might understand that how human beings are stuck in a monotonous life where they're doing the same thing every day, the same routine, nothing is changing, and they want to break free, but they're unable to break free because there is so much bondage inside the system. And Aquarians have a lot of otherworldly powers, and they understand that. But since the ruler being Saturn, they are stuck in bondages, and maybe you stopped yourself, you held yourself back since a long time. Maybe there were many things which you wanted to do in your 20s, you dreamt of doing it in your 20s, but you gave up, and you gave up to the system, and you did what was asked to you. You did whatever you were told to do. But now you will feel the change, and you will realize that I have been stuck in this stupid system, and how much time I have wasted, how much I have struggled unnecessarily, I have been holding myself back since a long time. Maybe some of you might have some psychic experience. Maybe you will have a dream, and you will get some thoughts, ideas in your dream, in your subconscious mind, which will ask you the next day. You'll wake up and suddenly with the Tower card will ask you to leave everything. You will feel like, I want to leave everyone, everything, my city, my room, my job, my relationship. I want to leave everything, and I want to take my backpack and I want to go for a trekking experience or something. I want to just go away. Maybe I just want to go to some distant land, or for some trekking, or I don't know, something. So I can see that you are becoming unstuck. There is a lot of unstuck energy. You will, you're coming out from the slave mentality which you had inside you since a long time. There'll be a major upgrade in your life, and you will stop clinging to something. Like you will stop clinging to a job, to a relationship, or a city, or some toxic situation, or something which does not give any meaning to your life. And the next card is the Strength card. As I was talking about, you will get the strength to do something for your personal happiness. So it's a time you should stop questioning and you should just do it. You might have questioned yourself, what will make me happy, what will not? Should I do it, should I not? You have been asking this question to yourself since a long time. It can be months, it can be years, I don't know. You must be knowing it. You can ask yourself. But now is the time when you will stop questioning it and you will just do what your soul wants. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Three of Pentacles. This card is indicating that you will go for a passion project, maybe teamwork, something related to teamwork, something related to a group activity with it can be done with your friends. Maybe you'll hang out with your old friends, or some passion project, a project which makes you energetic, a project which gives you a lot of peace. You will go for that project. You will do some sort of teamwork. Maybe you can join a new team. Moving on to the next card, and we have Four of Swords. This is a time of healing, a healing period for you, and you will take a lot of rest. Yes, I will advise you, do not let what you can't do interfere with what you can do. So it's the time when you will think and heal yourself, and you will come out from all the negative energies which has been holding you back since a long time. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Ten of Cups. Some wish of yours will turn true. It's a wish fulfilling time. Your love life might be revived after a long period of break. Maybe you went on a break with some person. Maybe you stopped seeing someone and suddenly you will restart your relationship. There will be reconciliation situation. It can be also related to a job or something, a passion project of yourself, something you wanted to do, but you were not in a position to do it at that time. You left it and now you will restart it. So, Aquarius, a great month for you. Moving on to the next, we have the beautiful, the artistic, the mystique, the very scientific, philosophical sign that is Pisces for you. And the first card for you for the month of May 2023 tarot card reading is Ace of Pentacles. Well, this card indicates that this month, that is in the month of May, you will get some extra money, some extra payment for a job well done. Well, Pisces, maybe you slogged a lot, maybe you worked really hard, and for that, you will get some extra payment, extra money. And some of you who wanted to take some classes, maybe wanted to go to university or do some college education or take some courses, certification or something, and you didn't have the money and you were regretting that why don't I have the money for that? Suddenly you will get a help. Maybe you'll get it from your parents or your grandparents. They will help you financially to complete your education. That's a great thing for you. It will happen around in the first few days of the month. And if you have been hesitating, you must ask some help from a higher person, maybe somebody who loves you, who takes care of you. You can ask their help in that situation. Second week of the month, you will get some good news and you will be in a very serene environment, a very peaceful, harmonious, calm environment. Some of your friends might visit you or you might visit your friends and you will have a good time with them. And for students who are in the holiday period, they can do this thing. It's a good time to connect with books. You can read your books, maybe your next year syllabus you can read, or maybe if you are preparing for something, it's a great time to read books and be in that mode of isolation, solitude, knowledge, and wisdom. The third week of the month of May, you will be very busy. You'll be quite busy this month, especially with communication. Your communication skills will really shine and you will use it to convince people, or maybe if you are doing a business, then you will market your product. It can be an online business, an offline business. You will do a lot of promotion, advertising, and marketing for your business. You can do a lot of organizing your thing, everything you are doing. You will be very organized this month. Moving on to the next card, and we have the moon card for you. It's your card and it connects with you very deeply. So this card indicates that you will be doing something, you'll be busy with something. Maybe you are dealing with your pets or cats. Cats are very psychic animals and creatures, and you are busy doing something which is doesn't look like something busy stuff. For people it's like something stupid you're doing, but you are quite busy with that thing. It's important for you. Maybe you're busy with your cats. Maybe you're busy with some online groups, and your life will move really fast. But when you're busy, that time, sometimes at that time we think that sleeping is a wastage of time. Like sometimes you think that if only it will be more than 24 hours, if only it will be 25 hours a day, I can do a little bit more work. When you're in that happy space, when you're doing what you want to do, you might think that sleeping is a waste of time, but that's not true. Sleeping is very important for all of us because you may not realize, but many important things happen when you are sleeping. Our subconscious mind is completely active at that period. All the decisions which you want to take, you're unable to take, whatever you're thinking, all the mathematical formulas, the calculus, or some physics or literature, psychology, whatever you read in the morning time, it is there inside your head and everything is jumbled up. So when you sleep, your subconscious mind, kind of mixes it up, like in a mixer grinder. It juggles it up and it brings the juice out at that period. So it's preparing you. It's preparing you at that time. So you need to give your body a resting period. So that is the time where you're getting healed completely. So sleeping should be there. And also this card advises you that if you are an artist, if you're doing something, some creative project, then you should not judge yourself. You can also be a business person, an entrepreneur who's starting something new, and that is also, business can also be an art, we can say, where you manufacture a product and you design it and you sell it. That is itself a difficult thing to do. Or maybe you are just a pure artist, you can also be a YouTuber who is trying to create content. So for you, I'll advise you that do not criticize yourself too much, do not judge yourself too much. Give yourself the space to create something new and to be profoundly creative, to create something great. For that, you have to cut your ego. When you cut the ego, the best music comes to the artist. It is said that when you surrender to the divine, when you surrender to the flow, to the force around you, the most artistic things comes to your mind. So tap to the flow, and that will bring changes in your life. This is also the time when your lifestyle will change and you will stop caring about materials, buying stuff. You will kind of go with the Piscean energy. Piscean energy is a very spiritual energy, and you will stop caring about materials and you will take the road less travel, the road less traveled. So you will follow your passion even if it does not support you. Maybe your rational mind, logical mind will say, oh, come on, I can't do this. It will not give me anything. It's sucking everything out of my life. And why the hell I'm doing it? But universe is asking you to follow your passion, because when you follow your passion, universe supports you. Moving on to the next card, and we have the Ace of Wands for you. And this card supports the same thing. Ace of Wands talks about passion, and universe will support you when you follow your passion. So despite your logical mind questioning, and you might think that how it will all work out for me, for that you have to focus on the universal principles. That is, when you are on the path of passion, when you are on the path of something, some message was given to you in your head and you followed it, you are not doing what the world, the society is asking you, you're going against the current. So then universe is going to protect you. It will give you everything which you need, but it will not give you what you want, your desires, but it will give you exactly that much which is required, and you have to accept it and do what is required of you. You have to focus on the basic universal principles. Also, this card indicates that you have some sort of soul contract with someone, where your soul has made a contract to help someone to manifest their dreams. So you will do that. You might help someone to manifest their dreams, but the soul contract also asks you to do it for yourself. You also have to help your soul manifest your dreams. In astrology, we have Chiron, in a planet which is present in our birth chart, and if you check the position of Chiron, you will know exactly which is the area where you have to help other people to achieve their dreams, and that is also the area where you have to help yourself achieve that passion, that dream. So I can say overall it's a very psychic month for you. It's a great period for understanding yourself in a deeper manner. So that was all for the 12 zodiac signs. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you are able to manifest whatever you desire, whatever you want, whatever your soul wants, and reach the highest version of yourself. With that, thank you so much for watching this video.